Everywhere we look on this road, we are surrounded by giants of snow.
¿Van a subir al nevado?
Vamos allá.
We have a truck incoming!
Truck's coming, truck, go!
Incredible, dude!
What's up, guys?
We're back! Just when we thought that it couldn't get any better, it always gets better.
We are Nick and Mathilde, and in 2022 we left everything behind to travel the world with our Land Rover Defender.
Europe, the Americas, Australia, Asia and Africa. We want to see it all.
This is day 476 and we are in Peru.
Welcome to the Next Meridian Expedition. Good morning.
Good morning. It's now officially the beginning of our week in the Cordillera Blanca, the white mountain range. It promises a lot of beautiful hikes, a lot of beautiful drive, and we're super excited to explore the area.
It is now 7:45. Now we're gonna go hike the Laguna 69, which is a 13-kilometer round trip. So we're gonna go and start with that.
Let's go! And funny thing is, at our campsite we have a French van, a French truck, and our friends is taking over. And look at the valley. Last week we arrived in Peru and it was full of surprises. We had no idea our drive through Peru would lead us to places like this. But this week we bring you to another part of the country that is less known, the Cordillera Blanca, or White Mountain Range. We embark to discover this mountain range, unique in the world. Unique because it is the largest ice-covered mountain range in the tropics. From the lagunas to the crazy mountain roads, this week we surround ourselves with glaciers.
Hey, we were walking this way as we're trying to get to Laguna 69, and then we turn around and boom! Looks pretty cool. So there's like one mountain peak here with snow and another one there. Pretty epic. So this is the whole hike. Point A is where we camped. Point B is the Laguna 69. And we are now past 4 kilometers and in total 800 meters elevation. And the steepness starts now. But so far so good. But we definitely feel the altitude on this hike too.
The mountains are so high that like every corner, every turn of the hike, you discover a new like peak, waterfall, glacier. It's really impressive. When you're in the city, down there in the valley, you just see those massive mountains and you don't know how you can enter. And then you have a small corridor following the river path and you arrive in hidden valleys with so many gems. So I think this week is going to be about that, winding through the little passage that the mountain agrees to offer to discover the little treasures that are at the end of those valleys. Oh my god, oh, it's high, I can't breathe. 3 kilometers left to the Laguna.
Woo! I think it's behind this big boulder of rocks.
Okay, let's go there then. Kilometer left, all the way in that little pass.
We made it! Wow! Incredible.
Hola.
Hola.
Buenos días.
Buen día.
Yo tomo foto.
Yo tomo.
Cool.
Okay.
Okay.
¿Acá? Sí, esatto, este.
¿Para acercar y dejar acá? ¿Van a subir al nevado?
Vamos allá.
No, ya
Pero qué lugar para hacer entrenamiento. Es estupendo.
Sí, claro que sí.
Woohoo! We made it. Oh, that last section, my head was.
The last part was very steep, but wow, we made it! And look at that. Looks like again they put chemicals in the water. What are they putting in there? Crazy. Kidding, obviously. Look at the snow. It's right here, and the Nevada right there, hidden in the clouds. Cheers.
Cheers. So Nick eats his sandwich, and someone is doing a nap just behind. The Laguna 69 brought us pretty close to some amazing glaciers. By the way, did you know the color comes from the silt created by the ice grinding the rocks as the glacier moves? It is so thin that it really never settles in the lake and gives water this impressive shade of blue. We made it back.
We made it back.
It was not too long in the end. Just a bit hard at the very end to reach the Laguna. And now we're back at Albatross with this beautiful view on the valley. We're going to do a coca leaves tea to relieve a bit from the elevation tensions. And then what do we do?
And then I think we'll go shoot the drone a little bit around and go to our next place.
Cool. Cheers!
Cheers.
Cheers, donkey! Eventually, our plan of drinking tea, flying drone and going to the next spot got a bit modified. We met super friendly travelers from Spain and Switzerland, and a donkey fell in love with us. So we decided to spend another night on the spot.
Right?
Bon appétit!
New friends. And new friends.
New friends? New friends. We are surrounded.
Good morning. We woke up pretty well this morning at 6:30, and now we're taking the Scenic Route, which will be about 5 hours until our next camping spot. And it's going through all the valley of the Cordillera Blanca, so the mountain chain, and then we're going to be reaching, I think, at peak at 4,900 with the Albatross, which is very soon actually, and maybe in the next 45 minutes. So very exciting. And we have the view on the beautiful mountains.
Everywhere we look on this road, we are surrounded by giants of snow. Every corner, every turn, you see them. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's amazing. And then there's more around the curve. Ready for the switchback?
Yep, ready. It's gonna be very tight and very high.
And there's so many.
We're doing 1,000 meters of switchbacks straight up.
On this kind of road, when there's a truck coming and we're not sure we can cross, how do we do that? Because right now, that's about how much space we have to cross. And the truck is coming just in front. We have a truck incoming!
Truck's coming, truck, go!
Luckily, we crossed ways with the truck in a curve. Not everything has to be dramatic in the Peruvian Andes, but damn, we were happy it was in a curve.
Easy. Wow. Right here, we pass the valley onto the other side, so we're enjoying one last time this incredible view. You know what's the hardest part though is we see so many cool things. It's so hard to take a picture of this with your brain and remember it.
That's why we try to stop and just look at it and sinking in.
Yeah, taking pictures. I'm taking pictures right now, blinking my eyes. I'm actually already hungry. I can't wait for the $2 rice and chicken at some local restaurant on the street.
Dude, it's 8:53 in the morning.
I'm always hungry.
And we just went through the pass and we get to the new valley of the trip. Ta-da! And as we drive down on the eastern side of the mountain range, the entire landscapes changed. The gigantic glaciers disappear and give place to fields and tiny villages. Those are literally cut from the country's main towns by the fortress of mountains we just crossed. On this road, we also met a new type of travelers. Really, really brave people.
Nice! You're doing great!
Congratulations!
I haven't got to the top yet.
It's beautiful.
Is it?
Yeah.
I came from Carwaz,
Yeah.
and so I kind of I'm doing the loop,
Yep.
and that side was beautiful. So I'm looking forward to this side.
This one has been our
Incredible.
favorite road since a year on travel.
Oh really?
So once you get up there, you'll love it. And then it's
Wow.
crazy switchbacks until the Laguna.
Yeah.
Yeah, insane.
Cool.
Are you by yourself then?
Yeah.
Congrats, honestly.
Awesome, yeah. When we see cyclists do this, we're always like, oh
We
my
stop and we're like, "Wah!"
You guys are so strong.
We offer water and food to Kate and we continue our journey until just a bit further down the road when...
Incredible, dude!
What's up, guys?
We're back here. Woo! How's it
We
going?
made it. Oh, it's going good, man. I just camped. There was like a lake up, a little lagoon up there next to an abandoned building.
Yeah.
There's actually another cyclist there. I showed up.
Ma-
I was like,
Kate.
looking- Yeah, Kate.
Yeah, we talked to her.
Yeah.
The Cordillera Blanca is a small world, it seems. Finally, after a quick side-of-the-road lunch, we embark for the last stretch of road for the day. That will lead us back on the glacier side of the Cordillera on the west.
We're at 4,200 meters right now, and we have the glaciers right in front of us, and I'm trying to stay in third gear, but because there's no air up here, the car keeps choking, so it's really like needing more power. It's because there's not enough air. So I keep playing between second and third gear, and it's tiring. The car's tired. It's high in altitudes. Come on, Albo, you can do it.
Last stretch of road, but not the least, if you see what I mean. That made for one last touch of crazy landscapes for the day, and we stopped for camp. That was a long day.
Nice. Parked for the night.
2 mountain passes and number of switchbacks that we cannot count anymore. It definitely was a long day of driving, but we got everything in one day. We really went all the way from the western part to the eastern part of the Cordillera Blanca. We went through all those small villages on the eastern part, and then now back on this side. One common feature of all our camp spots in the Cordillera Blanca is you need to be careful when you go out of your car because there's cow poop everywhere. We're getting used to it, but there's literally no way to avoid it. Like, we were trying to find parking spots that were not surrounded by cow poops, but it's just, yeah, it's just everywhere around. And we have the river right next to us. We have the glaciers right above our heads. So, not bad. In the following days, we continue hiking around the area. Still suffering from the elevation, but still enjoying every second of it. We have now hiked some of the most famous laguna of this Cordillera Blanca and drove some of its most exceptional roads. We have one last place we want to discover before leaving this part of the mountain range. As we drive back in the valley, we pass by countless villages and the highest mountain of Peru, Huascaran. This mountain is sadly famous for an event that happened in 1970. An earthquake triggered an avalanche on the side of Huascaran. The avalanche killed 67,000 people and caused the displacement of hundreds of thousands of people in the valleys of that region. The challenge with driving in the middle of a mountain chain is that there's only one road to go from point A to point B. So this morning we went to the Laguna Charup and now we're trying to go to the Glacier. What's the name?
Pastoruri.
Pastoruri. It's a 2 hours drive, but we heard that this road is damaged and they only let cars go every hour and a half or something like that in one direction or the other. And I think we arrived at the wrong moment, at the wrong place, because we didn't move in the past 15 minutes. So, let's see.
I hope it's not an hour and a half.
Yeah, me too. Finally, after an hour and a half, I think it's the maximum we could have waited. We are back driving on this road, but it was a long wait.
To the next glacier, this is Pastoruri Glacier.
Back on bad roads for the glacier, so we deflate again the tires. Whoa, there's a ping coming right for us. The pig? We're just getting in Pastoruri, like the area of the national park around Pastoruri, and it's beautiful. We arrived right in time for the sunset because of all those delays on the road. It's so beautiful. We have Nick on the pictures outside in t-shirts. I don't know how he does it. It's very cold outside.
Cold.
It's freezing. How are we?
4,200 meters altitude, and it's gonna be very cold.
The head can feel it already. Next up, shower and dinner.
Okay.
Who's first to shower?
You.
Me? Yes. Coming out to take a shower in those temperatures is not the most pleasant, but because we have the hot water, it is rewarding. So you just need to pass the hard thing of going out like this to take your shower, and then you feel better. Let's go. Nothing like a nice and cold evening well in motion until 10 minutes later. Our plan didn't go as planned. I came out of my warm shower super happy to go and prepare dinner, and Nick noticed that the heater doesn't work. It's getting super cold.
The altitude is too high, so it doesn't want to turn on. So we have to drive a little lower, and hopefully that will work.
Nick is driving to bring us in lower elevation, and hopefully the heater will start.
Okay, test trial number 2. Boom. Turned it on. Let's see if it'll work. Anyways, you may notice I have this scar here.
I wanted to ask you the question.
This morning when we came out of bed, Mathilde and I, we both went down at the same time. Our heads banged. Mathilde's actually tooth hit my forehead, and so I got a big cut.
I feel very sorry about that. You look great.
Turned off again.
To solve a problem, eat some peanuts. That's the philosophy.
Yeah. Oh man.
Still no crisis resolution, so we start thinking about what really matters. What are we going to eat? Third test. If this one doesn't work, we fight the cold.
I think it's going.
And it's warm.
Very warm. I think it's going. Oh, so lucky it worked. The heater is now full blast. So lucky. I think I just kept restarting it, and at some point probably it had enough heat or power to go. So now, oh yeah, super warm. Perfect. We won't freeze. Nice. Just when we thought that it couldn't get any better, it always gets better. It's crazy. I don't know how it keeps getting better, but this place is truly incredible. See if it starts. Woo!
Albo is better and better.
Nice. Alright, we just made it to Ruri Glacier. We're now at 4,850 meters. It is super high. It's actually the highest Albo has been. It's the same level as Chimborazo. So we still have not beat our record, but last night we also slept at 4,200 meters, which is the same height we slept also at Chimborazo. So we matched again, but didn't break any records. Now we're gonna hike. The highest we hiked was 5,000 meters. I don't know how high this one will be, but we'll find out very soon. And it's pretty sweet. We're all alone. Mathilde, the mountains, glaciers. Here's some locals guarding the entrance, and we're gonna hike some over there. Super sweet.
So why is the Cordillera Blanca so special? It's because it's the biggest ice mass in the tropics. So nowhere else in the world between the two tropic lines would you find that much ice. So they're melting super fast, and so yeah, I think we need to really enjoy it, because every year they see it disappear slowly. And it is an important ice mass because it's providing drinking water for most of northern Peru. But look at this. Wait for me, Nick! The mountain goat is going too fast for me.
We got to the top. We actually matched our Chimborazo hike, which is 5,000 meter altitude. That's really high. So we did not beat the record, we just matched it, but now we have the view on the whole glacier, some lagunas, and these very raw, rough looking mountains. And behind us, more lagunas. It looks like we're on Mars, literally.
Yeah.
Nice job!
Bye!
This side. Boom!
It's the end of the Cordillera Blanca. We say goodbye to those glaciers for now. Next week we're going to drive through very remote roads, also in the mountains in Peru, and we're very excited. Ready for the week to come?
Let's go!
Let's go! That was the Cordillera Blanca of Peru, an entire week surrounded with glaciers. Next week we continue south and we really get lost in Peru. You can subscribe to the channel to continue traveling with us. This is country 23, but we will do 88 countries, so there's still a long way to go together. See you next week! The past few days have been awesome in the Cordillera Blanca. We loved it. Today we're off for more hikes and more amazing landscapes, but we got a little problem this morning. Somehow the albatross is small and our heads ended up banging each other, and mine is stronger than Nick's.